DreAllDay.com.
Y'all, Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Motivation for this week, the weekly motivation. We're going to talk about asking our minds a new question. Now, I've talked about before how we all have that internal conversation in our minds, and basically all thought is, I was reading a book and somebody said, all thought is really is just asking ourselves questions over and over again. If you think about the thoughts that you have, really all it is you asking your mind a question and your mind supplying answers. So the questions that we ask ourselves basically is going to create our thoughts, and we know that thoughts end up being our actions, actions end up being our character, virtue in our lives, etc., etc. So what we need to do, for those of you who want to turn things around, any situation that you got that you want to improve on or turn around or completely eliminate, you just got to change the questions that you're asking. So instead of asking something like, why me, or why is this not working, or why do I always get these bad situations, you can change that question to, what positive thing do I have that I can work with right now? Like, what can I build on? Who's better than me at this situation that I can emulate? I can't talk to them, but who can I emulate? Who can I copy? What's something positive I can think of that I've done in the past that I can draw on right now and copy and work towards this situation that can help me get into a better position? I know all you heard the phrase, ask and ye shall receive. Everybody's heard of that before, and that's how our minds work. Anything you ask your brain, it will give you a response, even if it has to make up a lie. For example, if you're a great shooter in basketball and you say to your mind, why am I such a bad shooter? Your mind is going to come up with, ask yourself that right now, and it's amazing. Think about it. Your mind is going to start coming up with reasons to tell you why you're a bad shooter. It's going to come up with the days that you were missing shots. You're going to start envisioning yourself not having a good shooting game. You're going to think of a game where you didn't shoot well, when somebody else shot so much better than you that you thought you were inferior. Whatever question you ask your mind will give you an answer, even if the question is a complete lie. So if you ask yourself, hey, why am I the best basketball player in my school? Your mind is going to start giving you reasons why. It might just go to that one-on-one game you played against your little brother where you scored all the points in a row without stopping, and you just felt unstoppable because you knew your brother couldn't guard you. Your mind will feed that to you, and your mind doesn't know the difference. I've talked about this before, between imagination and reality. So the questions you ask it, that you feed it, that you create, are going to tell your mind what to think and what to do. So your mind is a servant, is your servant. You tell the servant what to do. If you don't tell the servant anything, it's just going to run wild. So make sure you give your mind the proper questions, you'll get the proper answers, and then eventually the proper results. Work on your game, DreAllDay.com. You watch me work on my game, now it's time to work on yours. The Hoop Handbook is a series of workout programs straight from my own personal experience working out and training on every aspect of basketball. Ball handling, shooting, scoring moves, scoring over bigger defenders, the crossover, post moves, your weak hand, off the court training, dunking, vertical, all of it's covered. All you got to do is follow the program step by step, the Hoop Handbook. You want to add a guaranteed 10 inches to your vertical, not a maybe 10 inches, a guaranteed 10 inches to your vertical. Go to DreAllDay.com/jump, get the jump manual. When you get it, I'm going to give you 5 free Hoop Handbooks or any free DVD. All you got to do is email me the receipt. DreAllDay.com/jump. Get your bounce up. And as he comes back to your right, you just reach the ball right over his head and finish the shot.